All right. How about you, everybody?
Hey.
Right, there it is.
Hey. How about you, Chip, Nicole, and Kevin, and Sue, and Amos,
There we
and
go.
Scott, Steve? How about you, everybody? Got Tony with us tonight. Say hey, everybody, Tony.
Hey, how y'all doing? That was energetic.
That's all you're going to say?
I've been on the backhoe in the cold all day. I just got them old bones warmed up. Now, a little bit while ago, I was just sitting around the house with a daggone walkie on.
It was a little chilly here today, too.
Yeah.
I don't see
Florida standards.
How about you? I don't have how many people are in the room. Oh, there we go. 23. Yeah, that just popped up. Okay. All right. We'll give it a couple minutes to see. Hey, Zach and Jen. How about you? Rodney, how about you? Thanks for stopping in.
Everybody.
So, yeah. James Blackburn. Been praying for you all week, James.
Yeah.
So I hope you're doing well. So, man, we got a lot to talk about, and then we're gonna fire off some questions with Tony and see what he's been up to. Almost first, John Ritter says. So there's Daryl, Miss Sherry. How about you?
What's going on, John?
So that Jeremy, good to see you, buddy. If y'all don't know Brandel, hey, I just noticed. Those of you that don't know Tony, he's my my YouTube BFF, and we've done a lot of tractor work together, and a lot of videos together, a lot of collaborations. So
appreciate you guys having us on or having me on. Tanya, she wouldn't come in.
Hey, where's Tanya?
Hey, Jackie.
This is Tanya.
If you're watching, step in the room.
Daryl, appreciate you showing up. Kristen said you just saw Hank a few minutes ago. Yeah, for those of you watching, Brandel is the Tinker Tractor Welder mechanic, and he
doesn't live far from us.
Yeah, he's just a couple minutes, and I wish Tony lived closer. You know,
and
so me, Brandel,
kind of trouble.
Hey, Mike, how about you, buddy? Yeah, man, we would be in trouble, wouldn't we, Tony?
Yeah, there'd be something going on for sure.
Yeah, so
get situated.
Get situated. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. It's going to be a good live stream. We got a lot to talk about. And
we left our list downstairs.
Oh, did we? Well, a couple things. So what we've done here at Hamiltonville Farm is we try to copy what Tony's been doing, and he got a dozer stuck in a video here a while back. And
Wait a minute.
So no, I didn't get
You're trying
to copy. but I say that to say this. I say that to say this is that we've got that the dozer that we're renting for the month of February came in. What was it? Monday. It came in Monday,
right?
And so I'm hoping I can get it stuck and have Gina pull me out with
no.
Oh Lord,
nice good video.
Yeah, but y'all use you used a big old tractor, didn't you? Have a 110 on your property for that one?
Yeah, the 1104 110 horsepower was there at our property then, and we used the 474 to dig it out, and then put the big tractor on it, because even after digging it out, the Dozer wouldn't come out. It was just sitting on its belly.
Yeah.
But I did not get that stuck. I want to clarify that. I had the skills to get it stuck, but I did not get it stuck.
Yeah. I don't know how much we're going to get. I don't know if we'll get it stuck because we're not around too much.
I know we're not going to get it stuck.
But man, I'm telling you, I've been so impressed with that doggone thing, man. It's crazy. Now, when you were in the Army, did you do any dozer work, or was it mostly just
one of my first active duty units was an engineer unit, and I grew up on a dozer, so anytime that I could get on the dozer, I did, and a lot of times so the guys didn't like to load it on the truck, and so they come get me to load it on the trailer because it kind of tilts as it
that's scary.
Gives you that feeling in your gut.
Yeah. So
that's the scary part.
Yeah, I'd love to see her pull you out with a Super 55. Hey, let's make a video on it.
That would be funny.
Yeah. I went to crank it the other day and the battery was dead. So this cold weather, I think this cold weather.
I haven't even driven the Oliver yet.
Yeah. So Gina will get on it here in just a second.
I'm just too busy.
Hey, Lance, how about you, buddy? Cheers for coming. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, so we got that dozer, and I've already got 3 acres cleared and all this good stuff. And
looks awesome.
They're the rocking horse is the fun part, Brandon says.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I did have the guy that delivered it. I had him unload it. Yeah. So I was like, how about you unload it, because I have exactly like 15 minutes of experience in the seat of a bulldozer. And so he unloaded.
By the end of the time you get through with this, you'll be a pro.
I mean, I've got 8. No, I won't say 8. I've probably got 8 hours on it since I've had it. You know what I mean? And
that's a lot of seat time, really, if you think about it.
Yeah, it is a lot of seat time. And today was cold. Got a Hitachi's 200 stuck one time. Uncurious, set on the mud. Lesson learned. Yeah, I hear you. I watched a good video from Let's Dig 18. He had an excavator. That thing was buried over the roof. It was crazy, man. Anyway, Scott says he loved me a dozer. Yeah, that's right, Scott. Mm-hmm. I hear you, buddy. I like him too. Yeah. Well, me and Tony were talking earlier, and Gina, and I was talking to Gina about this, and I was like, man, I'm glad I didn't buy one, because I
almost did.
I will get everything done in a week. I mean a month. I'll get everything done in a month, especially when my father gets here, my stepdad gets here, and next week. Mm-hmm. So you'll see him in a lot of videos. And then Gina's dad will come over and help. And so, yeah, I hear Gideon getting up the street.
Old Dozers makes great like yard ornaments to put in your yard when you're done with it. My family did it for years.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we could put flowers in them here at Hamiltonville Flower Farm, couldn't we? So
that's right.
But anyway, so we got that, and then did we talk last week about the 310? The 310 dozer, the 310 backhoe, the 310 backhoe. So we got the 310 backhoe. Those videos will come out next week. So
I gotta put my glasses on to see the comments.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about ready to do the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. My back, buddy. But we got so Friday night we're putting out a video where we're cutting down, we're felling some trees. I like making videos where I'm using my chainsaw and cut trees now. I enjoy doing that.
Did you go to a class on that?
And I was the tree felling champion. Yes, I did.
I remember some, bragging about that a little bit.
Yes. I mean, I don't want to brag too much, but I did win the tree felling championship. But but the thing about it is, I have found a funner way a more fun way to fell trees, and that's with that 450.
Yeah. So that is what I get to do in the next few days. He left a few trees for me to knock over.
I did.
So I'm.
So you gonna run it, Gina?
I'm sorry.
Are you gonna run the dozer?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm gonna knock some trees over.
Yeah, she's gonna do it. She's technically run one before. Thanks, Gary. We appreciate that. She's technically run one before, but we
I've worked with my dad before.
I had to give her a little refresher course now that I'm Hank's like to wear such hey, I look like like one of the member of the village people when I wear my chainsaw protective equipment. Yeah. I'm not kidding. Right. Every time I put my chainsaw chaps on, I sing YMCA.
Killing it, man. Yeah. Killing it.
So, your breath.
Macho man.
No, don't say it.
I got to be a macho man. Oh, anyway,
you have an earthquake?
Yeah. Anyway, so but we got that. We got the backhoe here on Hamiltonville Farm. So those videos come out next week. And Tony, how many times have we gotten questions about backhoes and all that stuff?
I have people asking me about the backhoe on my channel about your videos.
Yeah. So, me and Tony did a collaboration video one time where we started the old Ford backhoe, and that was a good video. That was a really good video. And a dozer. We started that dozer too. So
that was killing it still.
Yeah, that's a good video. If you haven't seen that, make sure that you go watch those videos over on Tony's track. If you haven't subscribed to Tony's, by the way, go make sure you check him out. He does some really cool stuff. But it's about time, Scott says. So we're not, but I will say this: I'm not going to even touch that 310 until March. Not even going to touch it until March. And the reason being is because I've got to put all my time into that rental, the Dozer, that rental that I got. So
yeah, you need get your money's worth out of that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you'll see a lot of videos about the Dozer coming up in the next few weeks and then over the course of the next month.
You get this Dozer stuck in
I've seen somewhere someone asked where I live, and I live in Tennessee. That's where I live. So it's went up, and I can't find it right now. But
he said, "Where's he live?" So we make the trip up there to see Tony. I don't know, 2 or 3 times a year, I guess, and then he'll come down here. But hey, Dennis, how about you?
Alex says hello.
Yeah. Is Frank? It? I don't know. So, but thanks, Alex. Appreciate it. Yeah, we've got what else are we going to talk about? Oh, the motor grader. I'm doing an update on the motor grader as well. And so whenever that video will be out.
Yes, the National Farm Machinery Show did get canceled.
Yes, it is. I'm pulling as much fuel pump info as I can for March. Oh,
that's right.
Yeah. Oh. Up here, Warner Bubba. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sonny. Hey, Sonny. Good to see you, buddy. He's a old buddy of ours from a church we went to in Georgia.
Hey, Sonny.
Yeah, good to see him out there. But, yeah, so the motor grader video is coming out next week, and then the 310, and then some Dozer video. We got some really, really, really awesome content coming up where – it ain't no crane truck or nothing like that, but it's.
Right. I love the motor grader. I mean, that's probably one of my. I love that video. I mean, I do. I find myself watching it at time to time. It comes back up in your recommendeds, and I go watch.
That's my favorite. Will it start?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. AJ says he wish he had the money to buy that motor grader. Hey, listen, we've already got about $19,000 worth of hoses in that thing.
So I got my crane. You brought the crane truck up. I got my crane truck, at a really good price. I ain't going. It was a good price, but that's gone with the hoses. I understand. I feel the pain. I got to replace every hose on that thing, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I didn't quite think it all the way through.
Yeah, no, it's but it's been a good series. I've really liked the series so far.
Yeah, I enjoy doing it.
Yeah. When am I going to do some more Will It Starts? So we're giving some updates in February, and then I'm working out. Yeah, that's no problem, Alex. We're working out. I just got a text tonight from a guy that has one that I might be able to go look at soon. And then, but he's actually got 4, maybe 5. So he's going to call me tomorrow. He's supposed to call me tomorrow, and if he's got 5 vehicles. One of them is like a skidder, like an old John Deere logging skidder. One of them is semi, and one of them, and then there's a couple more. I can't remember what they are, to be honest with you. But I mean, it's going to be pretty cool. Will It Start videos? So that will be about 5 of them, 4 maybe 5 coming up here over the next couple months. So we're excited about that. But
y'all bear with me just a second. I'm going to step away just for a split second.
All right. So, but now that Tony's gone, we could talk about him behind his back.
Wait, I heard that.
Oh, Tony, he's a good dude, man. Okay, yeah, AJ, we're going to get back to the fire truck in March. So the reason why we're waiting on that fire truck is because hunting season.
Yeah, it's on a hunting lease.
It's on a hunting property. And then we don't want to, we just kind of respect the hunters. That's all. But we'll go back. We talked.
Massachusetts.
Me and Tommy talked about it yesterday. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. So we'll go back in March and get it. Do a Will It Start airplane wrecking yard. I know how to crank an airplane now. So hold your mouth right, and then sometimes you got to spin the props. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that fire truck we'll be. Now I think Tony went to go get like something to drink or something, or maybe answer a phone call.
Maybe he's trying to talk Tanya into joining.
Or maybe he's trying to talk. Mass just got a photo yesterday. You guys doing a great job. Okay, thanks, George LeBray. Appreciate that. So tell me what you did last couple of days. Let's talk about Gina for a minute. I like talking about Gina.
Well, today I went to Lowe's and picked up some more. Oh, hey, look what Tony.
Look at there. We get the 310 backhoe fund going. Come on, everybody, kick it in. Let's get that backhoe running.
Yeah, $10 toward the injector. But I only need 150 of you more to put in $10.
There you go. Hey, look, I did my part.
Picky there.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that, Tony. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh my goodness. So tell me about what you.
So today I went to Lowe's and bought the rest of the clear roofing panels to finish the greenhouse. So
did you plant? Did you start some seeds?
I started some seeds yesterday. I did.
So we've got this little tucked in area behind the house here. It's a patio in between like the kitchen and the it's hard to explain. I don't know. It's a patio. And she's covered it in plastic and it gets 600 degrees.
It's like a great germination chamber.
So we've got some there. Okay, Alex, take care. Yeah.
So I have my grow lights in there. And
so a lot of you wonder what you wonder what we farm and you wonder what, that part of that side of it. And so we're flower farmers. This is our second year as flower farmers. And
you'll be really good on that.
It's a lot more intensive than I thought it would be when she said she wanted to do it. So flowered seeds, Jen. Yeah. So what were the flowers?
So yesterday I started about 4 or 5 different varieties of snapdragons. And if anybody knows anything about snapdragon seeds, they are so tiny.
Oh my goodness.
I literally have to wet the end of a toothpick to pick them up.
I thought I didn't know what she was doing. I was like, how do you even know? I was like, how do you even know? And then when you place them into the soil block, I'm like, how do you even know that you did that?
And snapdragons have to have light to germinate, so you don't cover them. You just drop them down. And
yeah, it was pretty.
So I was out there with my glasses and a little toothpick planting.
I just realized something when we're doing this streaming thing here together. I can't comment. So there's people that's asked some questions. That's the reason I'm not commenting back. I don't have the ability to comment when I'm doing this with these guys. So I'm not being mean and rude. I just can't. I can't type back to you guys.
Yeah. Danny wants to know, how do you send money? That's a great deal, like the donor card, et cetera. So there's a little money symbol in the comments where you make the comment and you click on that, and that's just what they call a super chat. And if you'd like to make a super chat, that would be awesome. But trust me, it's not
310 fun. 310 fun. Go 310 fun.
We can start 310 fun, but we don't do live stream for super chats, but we always are grateful or we're thankful.
Sure.
Yes,
it's a blessing.
right. Gorgeous.
Absolutely a blessing.
Yeah, that's right. But what'd you do in the Army, Tony?
I started out as a wheeled mechanic. I actually had a small stint as a fueler where we went to a school and learned how to pump fuel through pipes and tanks and filters and all that good stuff. And then I became a maintenance officer, and then I email people.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So once I became an officer, I email people. That's all I did.
That's right. That's exactly right. So when you were in your technical training for the fueling part, a lot of pictures in your books and things like that.
It really was, and I'm really glad about that too, because hey, you work with what you got,
That's right. That's exactly right. So, but and so let's see, what else was I wanting to talk about? I was wanting to talk about.
Let's talk about his sawmill.
Let's talk about his sawmill.
I want a sawmill.
Wesley Hamilton. I'm digging the last name.
A future video, I'm going to bring the sawmill down there so Gina can run it.
Yes, you do. You need to do that.
If I don't push all the trees over first.
No.
Well, you can push them over, just don't burn them.
There's plenty of trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony on the CYM versus Hank on the Branson, he says.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun.
That would be good. But it's not really apples to apples because his is small. He's got a smaller tractor.
Right. I'd have to put both my tractors together to equal your tractor, and I don't even know if then it'd do it.
But
so what are you doing with all of the wood that you're cutting with the sawmill?
Well, I think I got the bug before I had a plan, and okay, I kind of got it backwards. I got the sawmill before I got a place to put all the wood. So fortunately, our basement we pretty much don't use our basement. So we put a dehumidifier in the basement, and right now what I'm sawing is like premium woods, like all oak and maple, stuff like that, and some cedar, because it's got some value for furniture and things we want to make in the future. So that kind of stuff. But I just got a line on a whole bunch of big southern pines.
Oh,
and,
2x4.
Yeah, that's 2x4 business right there. And so we're taking all that wood, and as we go over to the farm this year and we're waiting on, like I said, the last piece in the puzzle is getting the crane truck roadworthy, so we can take it to the farm and use it to lift the trusses up. And then all the wood that we're going to try to cut everything that everything that we need. We're going to try to cut it on our sawmill.
That's awesome, dude.
I mean, lumber is expensive. It's ridiculous.
Dude, sure
2x4s are like $8.50 here.
Early, no kidding. Yeah, because I went the other day, it's like $6 here, and I was like, that's crazy. So I'll tell you what, I'll get a truckload of 2x4s and bring down there, and we'll sell them.
There you go.
So I have a question. As far as like codes and stuff.
How about you, Hakil?
If you're going to use your own lumber, do you have to have like I don't know if do you have to certify that it's been dried long enough or whatever? I don't know what that might be.
I mean, if that was the case, then most of the lumber you get from the lumber yard would not meet that requirement, because nowadays they make lumber so fast, and they're
kiln dried, isn't it?
Right, it is. But what they do is they do it so fast and they're trying to save a dime here, I think. Yeah. And it comes to you, and then if you let it set out, it'll dry, and then it'll start almost every 2x4 now warp. That didn't used to happen.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if it's because they're trying to cut a little cost, or is it because they're just cranking it out as fast as they can go?
I'm gonna see.
Probably a little of both.
I think I can. Can I add a picture while we're in the live stream? Unless I should have loaded it first, right?
Yes, you should have.
Oh, disregard. I was going to show y'all. Danny says he's got 4 more walnuts yesterday and ready to bring him some.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, walnut. That's a pretty log.
Yeah,
that is probably the, I would say, the black gold, is like they say. It's the premium.
Yeah, that's right. No, it's pretty, especially when you cut. Then when you add that, if you're going to do like a river table or a live edge bar top or something like that, golly, that stuff is beautiful.
I will say this: if you guys decide to get a sawmill, and this is not necessarily a bad thing, but you're going to make new friends.
Oh.
As soon as the word gets on, it's kind of like a tractor. As soon as the word gets on the street, it's like everybody in your church, hey,
yeah. Mike says 1028 for 2x4s there.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Well, he's Alaska. Everything.
Yeah, well, I can see that. I mean, they got all those trees though.
Listen, I've been to Alaska twice, and I went this summer both times. I love Alaska. It's the most beautiful place on earth. But anyway, I went to, and I said, I'm gonna get me some of them Alaskan king crabs, and I'm gonna eat them all. They're still just as expensive in Alaska than they are. And I was like, you literally pull them in from your shores. There's no transport fees. There's no nothing. And they're still the same price, if not more. And I'm like, it's a tourist trap, man. It's a tourist trap. I went to Elmore.
Bob said something about the mill shutting down because of COVID. Now, yeah, that's probably that's a factor too. But our mills around here, they never shut down here. But I mean, through the whole COVID thing, our Lowe's and every lumber yard around here was just packed with people trying to, do projects and stuff that they probably wouldn't have normally done.
Well, I think that's what he said as well. People were buying it all up because they were off work doing projects. So.
Yeah, that's right. But I do have something else to say.
What?
I do have something else to say. This is kind of very random, but not about sawmill stuff. But I just happened to think about it. Was merchandise. Right. So we got some Hamiltonville Farm merch from Farm Focused. And I put the link in my descriptions and stuff like that now. Farm Focused, because I've had a couple people email me and they're saying, hey, can I get a Hamiltonville Farm shirt or whatever? So Farm Focused is our new merch supplier. So I'm really excited about that because they do Millennial Farmer. They do Cole the Corn Star,
stuff.
Brian's Farming Videos, Out of the Woods. They do big channels, and I may be the smallest channel that they picked up as far as offering to do their merchandise. So we're super excited about Farm Focus supplying our t-shirts and stuff. And we're going to add hats and How About You shirts as we grow. So that'd be kind of cool. Farm Focused if you want to buy a Hamiltonville Farm t-shirt. But anyway, David says, what did you miss? You just missed me pitching Farm Focus for merchandise. If you want some Hamiltonville Farm, I can do that again if you want. But no, I'm just kidding.
You guys realize Hank asked me to do this live stream. I didn't wear my Hamiltonville Farm shirt.
Did I give that to you, or did you buy it?
Yeah, it shrunk though.
Yeah, no.
It shrunk through the winter. I don't know why.
Because of donuts you bought while you was down here.
Yeah, we don't talk about it. Let's move on. I'm sorry I brought that up.
Hey, Doug, waiting for those, dude. I'm gonna crank them out, dude. I'm telling you, Doug.
He's having a blast on that thing.
Man, it is so much fun. I don't, I'm only going to have it for a month, so I can still enjoy it, knowing I'm only going to have it for a month. But if I was a full-time employee working on it every day, I could see how, because I'm not a big fan of like tedious work. And dozing, if you're not pushing over trees and stuff, and if you're trying to grade a lot or do some site work or something, it's kind of tedious going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I just pop in my headphones and I go at it, But so Tony, whenever you get done with a crane truck, you're going to use it to set up your trusses and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
against manual labor.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, me too, dude. How much will that lift, that truck?
Believe it or not, it's really hard to find the information on it. Matter of fact, I was researching today, and it's either one crane that looks like it. There is nothing out there. I mean, it's a Pittman Unidyne turret, and there's nothing out there on it. From best I can tell, 10,000 pounds is the short answer, and one of them shows at 15,000. So I'm probably going to stay at that 8,000 or below, just to be safe.
Yeah. So Tractor Hyatt says, how many subs to Tony's? What are you sitting at now? 30,000?
Close. I mean, maybe tonight. Who knows? I haven't looked. I really don't follow that.
Get there then.
Yeah. Y'all will like Tony's videos, man. Yeah. Tony's a cool cat. That's what me and Tony have been buddies for a couple of years now. We met via YouTube, and we become pretty good buddies. I would have a blast.
Drove all the way here to Florida to work on a backhoe.
Yeah, I think Welker Farm, Mark. I do think Welker Farms is farm focused too. I think they're on there as well. I would have a blast if I could rent one for a month. Yeah, Scott, I'm telling you, dude, especially for your property, dude, you would have a blast out there. So, hey, Sydney, how about you, buddy? Thanks for popping in. So enjoy yourself by drop. Yeah, I think I will too, Amos. It's been a lot of fun so far. But I'll tell you what I have done is like I popped up these stumps and stuff with a dozer. Man, it will pop up. I popped up a pine stump today. It was literally that taproot was 6 foot long. I'm not kidding. And so I popped it out, and it just popped up real quick. And I went and got my tractor and jumped on it, got the grapple, and then took the stump to the pile. But from jumping from the dozer to the from the tractor, I was like, "Ooh, this thing's not as this thing don't push as much as that dozer does."
Yeah, that dozer, that's something. Your tractor's a Swiss Army knife, and then that dozer it's made to do just what it does.
It's gonna ruin me, dude. I hope come March 1st I don't start pushing trees over with my tractor.
How big is it? It's a really large.
450. It's a 450K. And I paid $4,860 for a month, and that included delivery and pickup, insurance, and it came with a full tank of fuel, and so it's 160 hours. I get 40 hours a week for 4 weeks.
So how long did it take you before you felt like you were? You said you've done 8 hours on it. How long did it take you to get the feel for the controls?
An hour.
Yeah, like literally.
Yeah, literally an hour.
I could not believe how much, just in a few hours, how much he had cleared and like how clean that lot was. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Does your tractor experience translate over into it as far as the controls? Or?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, because your coordination piece of it does. You know what I mean? But the decelerator is your right foot, where my clutch is my left foot. You know, on the tractor. So you know, I'm a clutch guy to stop. You know what I mean? And but that decelerator, I'm using the right foot. But but no, it's simple. What I have to get used to, the thing I'm having to learn how to finesse is actually, it's a 6-way blade, right? And so tilting or angling the blade and tilting it at the same time. Angling the blade and then tilting the blade at the same time. That's I haven't figured that part out yet, you know, and so it's causing some little uneven ground and stuff like that. But I'm still working on that. But Ashton Page, how about you, buddy? Thanks for popping in. But yeah, Scott, you could do a lot of work with it out there. You should try to find an abandoned dozer and do a will it start. Yeah, Doug, we did one on Tony's channel. If you haven't seen that one, go to Tony's. Tony, we did a dozer on his channel.
I really want that dozer. I think you do too. But
yeah, well, dude,
it's tied up in a family estate deal, and so it's kind of just hanging out there.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Tony, now that I've drove this kind of big one, you know, I don't want anything smaller, you know, because I'm like, dude, this thing is
spoiling you.
Oh my goodness, dude. And I can't imagine if it was air conditioned. You know, it's an open station. Yeah. So it's a little chilly this morning. I mean, it's 40, 45 degrees, you know, and I was like, boo, boo.
It was 30 when I got up this morning at 5.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We started off at 18.
You're still pushing air, Kevin. That must be a joke. Kevin says you're still pushing air. That might be a joke from my video with Matt. Matt kind of gave me a hard time. He was like, they got county employee riding around with his blade up, you know. But no, dude, it's funny too, because you think about that now that I'm paying money to rent one, I'm like, every time that thing's running around, that blade needs to be on the ground pushing dirt, you know.
That hour meter, you pay by the hour too, right?
No, it's a flat rate. I mean, the 160
how many hours you got more unlimited hours?
No, 160. I get 40 hours a week for 4 weeks,
which is plenty.
A lot of hours. You can sit there. You can idle a few hours away without paying attention.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, I don't walk. You know, I walk back. I leave it sitting where I stop. You know what I mean?
2 feet of snow.
But yeah, it's a John Deere 450K. LGP, low ground pressure.
Mine is 2 in Canada today.
Yeah.
Hey, Travis,
how about you, buddy? But yeah, it's no, we don't. Mine is 2 in Canada. No, Doug, not happening, buddy. I'll visit you in the summer when it, you know. But in Florida, wow, that's cold. Yeah, it was cold this morning. It was 30. I think.
It was 30.
Yeah.
Everything was white. It almost looked like snow.
It almost looked like snow. Yeah. I know. Mike, AK Dad, he's probably just laughing. As you know, minus 18 this morning.
God.
I can't even fathom that stuff. Right. All my deployments and all that stuff were in. You know, I spent 3 months on the island of Cyprus. You know what I mean? I mean, tough.
It's terrible.
I don't say it. You know, the Wi-Fi was horrible. You know, the steaks that they served you was like shoe leather. I mean,
scarred for life.
I mean, it's horrible, man. First world problems. M40 crawler. I'm restoring the case. Yeah. I plowed my pond the other day at -20. That's crazy, Mike.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Like, do you just get used to that? I don't
know. I don't know how that works. But yeah, so seriously, Scott, you need to get one for a month and do so. You will be surprised at how fast you can work when you got a piece of equipment that will do work. It's insane. Right. How about you, Kenna? So it's insane. We did, and I'm actually not working a lot because my stepdad gets here on Sunday, and I need to save him work to do. And I'm not joking. That's seriously.
There's plenty.
Yeah, that perimeter road.
I can't wait to see Gina running. That's gonna be.
Yeah, she's gonna be good on.
Gina's got mad skills now. Everything she tackles, she wins that.
Yeah. No, listen, if I need something done right, I just ask her. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that.
I need to research.
I'm good at pulling him out when he gets stuck.
Yeah. So Scott, this is another thing. If someone's thinking about renting a dozer, it was $48.60 total. Charged on my card or whatever. $48.60 for 1 month. Because I thought about 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, it was $41.50. And so you're like, why would I do 2 weeks at $41.50
when you can
I could do a whole month for
it's 40, a no-brainer.
Yeah. So I did it for the extra 2 weeks. So
what are you renting next?
So that's a good question, Tony. Brandel,
a cabin in Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
There you go.
Brandel is thinking about renting a mini excavator and coming up here, and we're going to do all kind of projects with the Dozer and the excavator and our Branson with the homestead stuff on it. So
you need to do a video, but how it's different to use the backhoe on a tractor versus a mini excavator, because you have to angle the tractor and work where the tractor. You got to really think your dig out with the tractor, where you're going, what you're doing. Where the mini excavator, you can just kind of whip in there and do this part here, and then go somewhere else, do something else, and then come right back. And you don't have to worry about crossing a trench.
Yeah, that's right.
Forestry mulcher. We actually rented a forestry mulcher when we first moved here.
Yeah, when we first moved,
we had it, but we only rented it for 4 days.
Yeah,
man, that thing was awesome.
Yeah, but that's for we was YouTubers. And then Scott, I kind of laughed. I was like, Hina needs to run it, but then he corrected Gina. But that was just kind of yeah. So Sonny says you should see the chopper she painted. Gina, listen.
Yes, I remember those days.
Some of you may or may not know that Gina owned a paint and body shop when we were dating, and we did custom choppers. We built her custom chopper, and then the one that I had, we repainted. Anyway,
your next live stream, get you some of those pictures and upload them, because that chopper that was bad to the bone. I was like, wow, Gina did this.
Like the OC days. That was the season we were in. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That was.
Yeah. So let me tell
before grandchildren.
Hey, let me tell y'all a funny story about Gina and her motorcycle.
Oh,
all right?
Lord.
All right. So we're
disclaimer. This disclaimer.
This 100% true. This 100% true.
I had literally been riding for a week.
Okay, but it's still a true story.
Yes, yes, it is. I'll own it.
Okay, this is true story, right? So we're going to go for a ride. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon or whatever. We live close to the beach, so we're going to ride the beach, and it's going to be awesome. And so we're like, all right, Gina, let's go.
Wait, which story are you telling?
The gas station.
Oh, that's before the chopper when I had a little Harley Sportster, but I'm so short.
Yeah.
I couldn't reach the ground. I'm like on my tiptoes on this thing.
Yeah, so she's on her tiptoes, right? And we go in there.
It's a real crowded gas station. No,
there's probably, golly, there's bus. There's probably 2 other cars there. It was busy.
It was crowded.
And anyway, Gina pulls up, and we got to get gas before we go on our ride, right? And so we get it. Was it before or after you've already pumped gas? I can't remember that part of it. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
But when she pulls out of it, it was she was facing toward the convenience store, so she had to turn around to come back to go exit out and then get onto the road again. Well, she starts out slow, and she starts to make this wide right turn. Too slow. And she goes, boop, and down it goes.
But it's too heavy. I couldn't pick it up.
Oh, I don't know if you tried to pick it up because
I didn't have to. I had you.
Yeah, that's right. And so she just kind of skips off of it, right? She don't get hurt or whatever.
I just stepped off.
She just stepped off of it, and then it was so funny because she's like, she puts her hands on her hips like this right here, and she goes, "You get over here and pick this motorcycle up right now."
I don't think it was quite like that.
Were you laughing at her at the time? That's the question.
Oh, I'm sure.
Let me tell you. You pick this motorcycle up right now.
Let me tell you.
What did I didn't do it.
I don't remember that. I don't remember saying it like that. But I literally dropped that motorcycle so many times.
Yeah,
because it was just real top heavy, and I couldn't touch. So that after that was when I'm like, no, we're gonna make.
Yeah, we built her chopper.
We built a custom chopper that was real low to the ground that I could. It was very comfortable.
When we bought the frame, she said we put a mock seat up on it, and
we actually measured and everything for. Yeah, it was perfect.
Even for your foot pedal,
right?
Your gear shifter and all that stuff. It was a sweet ride, man. Yeah, get her some Kiss boots. Put her some Kiss boots on there.
Have you ever ridden a motorcycle, Tony?
Oh yeah. I did. I went through the phase. I come back for deployment, and I got a Honda ST1300 Sports Tour, and I went on the infamous what they call it, the iron butt ride, where you do 1,000 miles in a day.
I did that.
I got to 805 miles and realized I didn't have an iron butt, and it just wasn't working.
Yeah.
805 miles. Yes, I pulled over. I said, I'm done.
So
happy birthday, Regina.
No lie.
Raina. I'm sorry, Regina.
We did the iron butt on Hank's chopper tandem. I rode on the back.
Oh, you're a trooper then.
Yes.
Hardtail.
I went down. I went down Interstate 10. Go ahead.
Yeah, we went 10 to 75 is what we did. 10 to 75 down.
I was miserable. We got back at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, it was.
And I was having a hard time staying awake and trying to hold on because there was nothing behind me.
Luckily, I didn't turn it over and shit. You pick this motorcycle up right now.
Right now.
And I was like, I didn't drop it. It was wrong.
I did it wrong because I went from Tennessee down to Interstate 10, and I was going across. And every time you down there the coast, you guys know this all too well. The rain, sun. Rain. So I felt like a clothes, like it kept going through a wash and rinse cycle. And, I mean, it was terrible. And then it rained really hard, and I pulled over on the side of the road under a bridge. And then God thought it would be really hilarious to strike lightning just down the road from me at a tree. And oh my goodness, it was just it was. I was like, I'm done. I had it. I'm 805 miles. I'm good.
Well, we did it. We've got the patch to prove it. Oh gosh, we're behind on comments here.
I'm trying.
Talking about motorcycles.
And
not tractors.
Yeah, but I tell you, that was fun because we actually so we had a friend of ours that did the iron butt ride, and I honestly didn't think my chopper would make it, right? And so he followed us in a Tahoe and a trailer. Me and a buddy went. Me and Gina rode together, and then another buddy went with us. And so they actually filmed it. So I've got a DVD of it, of our iron butt ride. But my buddy, we were coming back, and he made it about like you. He made like 800 miles. And he was in front of me. It was getting dark, and he would just start
swerving.
Yeah, he would just start drifting. And so I got in front of him, weighed him down, and I was like, "Hey, dude, we got to pull over."
He was having vertigo.
He was having vertigo. He's like, "I can't make it, dude." And I was like, your life's tough. It's tough. Almost 10 days in the house.
It's tough.
I might have made it. I'm a full disclaimer. I might have made it. I was gonna go. I went to the exit where my hotel was, and I was going to go over into Texas and then turn and come back to the hotel. And it was just too tempting to pass the hotel up. I was like, 805 miles. The hotel's this exit. I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm done. I did it by myself too. I was by myself. No one else.
We
took off.
And this another funny part about it was, we hit 1,000 miles. I did 1,044 miles.
I did 1,000.
Gina did 1,000 miles.
And I said, pull over. I'm done.
She goes, pull over. I'm done.
I did 1,000 miles. I'm not going to go ride.
And so she jumped in the Tahoe with that thing. And Emery says, I love that O-Light. It's bright. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's awesome. So, but anyway, it was a really cool ride and then have it on DVD. We need to find that DVD and watch it one night. It was pretty fun. But I was way before YouTube days. Yeah. But
and
Sonny,
now we just have fun on the tractor.
Sonny got us off on that tangent there. Thanks, buddy.
Good job.
facts you may not have
That's
known
right.
about us.
Yeah. You know, we don't talk about this kind of stuff in our videos, but so we're trying to get better at storytelling. Hey, look at there. What's that?
Yeah, I watched your video and I was like, I gotta try one.
Yeah, they're nice, dude. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, they are. I like the rechargeable thing.
Yeah, that's what I like about them too. But anyway, yeah. So we're trying to get better at telling stories in our videos, and we've been working on that for a while. But Tony, I ain't quite Tony's level as far as storytelling goes. Tony's an excellent storyteller. I think it's your deep voice. You know,
What deep voice?
So how about this? How about we take some questions for Tony? Does anybody have any questions they want to ask?
Yeah,
Tony.
Within reason, right?
Yeah. I think that collab with they talking about something over here. Something about YouTubers. Cole the Corn Star, I think. But yeah, Cole's a big dude. Him and Millennial Farmer, all those big ag channels got a lot of subscribers.
So let's do like a iron butt tractor ride.
Oh my God! Well, it wouldn't be 24 hours. There's no way you could do it in 24 hours. I don't think. Could you do 1,000 miles in 24 hours on a tractor?
No, Lord, no.
You don't think so? So
we gotta have different criteria.
Yeah. Tony,
here we go.
What's the goals for your homestead in the next few years?
Let me ask the boss.
Brent, hold on. The first one is, how did you get so handsome?
Well, let me tell you, it's about the genes. Actually, I find the beard covers up some of the age.
Yeah.
I know what one of your goals are for the homestead.
What's that?
Chickens. More chickens.
Oh, yes. We're getting into the chickens now. My wife it's entertaining to me a little bit. I grew up with chickens, grew up on a farm, and she grew up in Germany in the city. And I got to get back to that. Anyway, so long story short, she's fascinated with chicken. This lady knows everything about chickens. She watches all the videos, reads all the books and everything. We're gonna have chickens on the farm. We're going to obviously have a sawmill. We're going to do some woodworking projects. We're going to build a house. That's coming. We're going to do it all, and we're going to take everybody with us.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun project. I hope I can get up there and be part of it for some of it anyway. Jay wants to know when you're going to ship all those sawmill cutoffs to me so he can burn them.
Shipping can't be that much. I'm going to have on my barn. That won't happen over at the farm because I'm going to have a wood burning stove in my shop. For sure. And I'll have a backup wood stove in the house. But all that burning it out in the yard, that's going to go away. Yeah.
So Tony lives in Tennessee, and Tractor Hyatt wants to know: do you have any vintage tractors?
We have at a family member's house. We have an 80 Ford with the original poop scoop. And I don't know if you guys know, it's like a loader. 8Ns are old and before the coolness of loaders, but it's got the little bucket that you poop, scoop the poop up with, and it's got a little trip lever. Yeah, that's coming.
So you got but you've done a video on that, haven't you?
I just introduced it, and we've just been so busy, and COVID hit, and everything just got kind of messed up. Some of our family members are older, and we just didn't, really want to get around them, and just being safe, in that way.
Somebody's asking me if I needed Gina to pull you out with Oliver. I'm going to make a video of Oliver pulling me out.
Well, you got to get stuck.
I'm going to stage it. I'm going to fake it, and it's going to be it's going to be a spoof.
No.
Let's see.
You want lots of eggs and get black? Yes, I have a black sexlet chicken.
So
that chicken lays the most huge eggs.
You were gonna say hugest.
I was gonna say hugest, but they're like all yoked. They're huge.
It's a word, hugest.
Hugest.
Yeah.
So you guys asked me the question: what are you guys doing on your homestead? I know you said you're working the flower business on that angle, but you got any projects coming up as far as like you're building some buildings, or I know you got the Dozer there. You got to have a reason.
Yeah. To be honest with you, the number one reason is our back driveway.
Right, we're making a new.
We're making a new driveway so we can come in the back of the house. Gina wants to turn the front part of the property into a courtyard to make it a little more presentable whenever people come in to visit the flower farm and stuff like that.
Like dignitaries such as myself.
Distinguished, the distinguished dignitaries get to use the front entrance. You know, Tony's but any livestock? Johnny wants to know if we have any more livestock plans. We don't know, but there's a reason why. And the reason, Johnny, is water and fence. You know, we don't have fencing and we don't take care, James.
There's also another reason why.
Oh, they would be pets.
Yes.
You know, can't eat
and
pets.
I don't have time. My hands, like my plate is full.
Yeah, that's true. You're busy.
We have 30-something chickens and the pigs and dogs and cats and the flowers, and yeah, it's just I can't have any more on my plate.
Tony, have you ever heard of a place called Bethel Springs?
I'm gonna look at it right now. I'll be honest with you. I went in the military when I was, in 1986, and I just come back home and bought a house here in 2016, and I kind of know where my church is, at my house, and the grocery store.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's pretty much the only place I go now.
Yeah.
I want to look at it real quick. Best day. I know I do. I've been there. I just can't remember exactly where it's at.
They had a triple yolked egg, he says.
That's unusual. We got a couple of. I look at it, Bethel Springs map. The first thing it pops up, and the only thing it pops up, is the Dollar General and Moore's Veterinary Clinic. That's it.
Oh my
yes,
God.
I have been through there before. Matter of fact, several times going to. When I go to see Hank, I go through there. I knew it was sounding familiar to me. Yeah, really pretty area there.
Yeah. Doug, I hear you, man. The breakfast food.
And Joe, we have silky. I think both Tony and I both have silky chickens.
No, Tanya has cookies. Tony don't have chickens.
Johnny, it depends on how fast you drive, Johnny. Oh man, we ain't figured out the shipping part of it yet. I don't think we want to get into that. Not yet, anyway. Put a Hemi on the Oliver, General Aviation says. There you go. It's a gas engine, so nothing wrong with putting a couple of cylinders, a little V8 in.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that when you paint it. Really
is. Got to be at least above 50.
Where are we gonna find time to do all this?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, man, we are packed through May.
So you need to do it live with Gina working on it.
Yeah, we could live stream it there. If you don't follow us on Facebook, I think I'm gonna start doing lives on Facebook. I know a lot of people get mad at Facebook or got mad at Facebook, during this whole political season, but we're still on it. But we don't post much on there. But I think about I'm thinking about starting to do some lives on Facebook. But I like the muffler, Joe says, on the Oliver. Hey, that cherry bomb, you either love it or hate it,
the mailbox letters are going.
Yeah. Tony drop off. Hey, listen, David, you get on one of those TYMs and you're going to kiss that Kubota goodbye. I'm telling you.
Paris, Tennessee. Somebody asked, or let's see, I just seen it there. Tractor Hyatt said what part. I'm in Paris, Tennessee. So it's about, I don't know, an hour up from Bethel Springs, maybe an hour and a half.
Dang, that's crazy, Sonny. He says they have to be herded into the coop.
Yes, that I have a silky that's like that. A little bit. Yeah. Every single night I have to go out and find her and bring her in.
Yeah. Does your tractor have DEF? No, mine don't. Does yours, Tony?
No, it uses
75 horsepower, I believe. Pretty sure that's the thing. So, but anyway, well, listen, we're going to wrap up our time here. If you haven't subscribed to Tony, please go check his channel out. And
I just appreciate you guys let me come on here.
Yeah, man, dude.
Enjoy talking.
Yeah. But
I really like talking with Gina and
sometimes I think.
Tanya's going to have to join us next time.
Yeah, we're into coming with us.
So.
The crazy chicken lady.
That's right.
Well, but we'll see y'all next week. We're going Wednesday at 7:30 Central, 7:30 p.m. Central.
Thank you.
So I appreciate you guys popping in. I always enjoy spending time with you guys. You guys have a good night. We'll take care of you. We'll take care of you. Take care. God bless you guys. We'll see you.
Hey, enjoyed it. It's really fun. Thank you guys.
All right.